Come here.
Jesus Christ.
Vostatek charged me with rooting out the poacher causing trouble round here. Have you seen or heard anything suspicious?
You bet I have. The tanner's the poacher.
That's a serious accusation. Are you sure he's the poacher?
I'm sure. He earns much too much coin for an ordinary tanner.
Well, that doesn't necessarily mean he's poaching, though.
He's rolling in it. He can't have that from honest work. Why else would he head off into the forest every other week, eh? If it ain't him, it's someone in league with him. Someone who lives in Witch's Copse.
Witch's Copse?
There's a path behind our outhouse. If you go along it for a while, you'll come to a cross in the forest. And north of that, there's this big clearing. And Witch's Copse is beyond that. Folk are afraid to go there. It's guarded by old pagan idols.
Interesting. Have you got any proof that the tanner is poaching?
Did you see all them hides?
The tanner's a tanner. So he has hides. What of it?
Exactly. You saw he ain't afraid of putting them on show. Even buckskin. He knows if he puts them on show, nobody'll question it. He wouldn't be so suspicious. But you know what I'd like to know? What's he got hidden in his workshop, eh? Apart from hides.
Have you ever seen the tanner poaching with your own two eyes?
I haven't actually seen him, but I'm quite sure it's him. I just know it. I'll gladly confirm it, even to a judge.
I'm afraid that won't be enough when there's no material proof. Where does your hatred for the tanner come from?
I beg your pardon? You come here asking questions?
I was only asking. Keep it to yourself, then. So the tanner does well out of his trade?
Does well. He's on the pig's back, and no one ever made that kind of coin out of tanning hides. It'd be a miracle if he wasn't guilty.
Or maybe he's just very skilled.
Skilled my arse, you numbskull. He's a puffed-up idiot, a botcher, and a bastard.
That'll be all. Thanks.
Be sure and check him out. And don't forget he's a crook.
I'll bear that in mind. Thanks for the advice and all the information.
You're quite welcome. Justice must be done. Take care, my friend.
Here, mutt!
Good doggy, good boy.
I'm trying to track down a poacher who's hunting around here.
That's an important mission. But sorry, I don't know nothing about it.
I want to ask you something anyway.
Better me than the neighbours anyway. Especially Pavlik's old woman. Have you talked to her?
Yes. And they even told me that you're the poacher.
That's no surprise. I wouldn't expect a good word from them. Quite the contrary.
Now, you don't look much like a poacher. Or are you?
Why the hell would I do that? I've got a trade that earns money. I've got no cause to risk my neck poaching.
Still, I'd like to ask you a few questions anyway. Maybe you know something that could help.
As you like.
How's trade?
It's going well. There's demand.
Who do you sell most to?
Depends. I take everything to Troskovitz and there I see what's what. But the better hides go for fancy shoes and clothes. Things for the gentry and that.
Where'd you get the hides? From some suspicious fellas in the forest?
No, I ain't like that. I have an agreement with the huntsmen and their hands, who bring me what they hunt. But it's not that often. They don't bring much. And not the best stuff neither. More often they bring me hides from the village. They butcher animals and skin them and everything is processed. I do the hides.
So you're a tanner? Only a fool would think you wouldn't find hides at your place.
Indeed. Trade's good. So I've got a lot of various quality and origin. I don't bother with envious folks.
Why did the Pavliks hate you so much?
I don't know. But if Prague was to go up in flames, the Pavliks would run straight to the bailiff and swear it was me what did it.
Did you have some falling out with them?
Nothing I know of. We never talked much. I'm not the kind of fella that's at the centre of things. I like my peace and quiet.
Well, still seems odd to me, though.
You're telling me. At least you don't have to live next to them.
Have you seen any tracks left by the poacher?
I haven't. I wouldn't even know what to look for.
You know, animal carcasses, guts, a camp in the woods.
Ah, I see. No, I ain't seen nothing. I don't go walking in the woods much. At most, I go to Troskovitz for hides. Or to the village here to the north.
I don't know of any village that way. What's it called?
It's pretty far. I call it Upper on account of it being uphill.
Have you any idea where the poacher might be hiding out?
God knows. It's all deep forest, so he could be anywhere. Maybe somewhere close to the game he poaches.
Yeah, that's good thinking. Do you know of any place like that?
Well, not far from here there's a clearing in the hills where we used to go to watch deer. But I don't know if any stags goes there anymore.
I didn't know that. If I can't think of anything better, I'll go and take a look.
But don't get your hopes up.
Thanks. That's all.
Everything all right, eh?
Oh, that four-legged ogre gave me a fright.
Nice one. Nice.
Mart, come on. Oh, damn. He doesn't heed me at all. Nothing. He's not listening again.
That dog just does what he wants, and not what I want him to do.
Look what I have for you.
You're my doggy, eh? What a view!
You silly mutt.
Here's another camp, and I bet that fella can tell me something about it. Nice camp. All these hides and gutted deer.
Eh? Fucking hell!
Gamekeeper Vostatek has been looking for you.
What does he want? The garlic I harvest here?
He wants us to go and see the Troskovitz bailiff together.
I ain't going. I'd rather croak out here in the forest. So keep your distance.
You don't seem to understand who you're talking to. I didn't come here to talk shit about garlic. You're gonna listen, and listen well. Because if you haven't twigged yet, I've got the upper hand here. Understand?
Fuck it. All right.
We're going to see the bailiff.
All right.
Vorstatek told you I might be bringing you some poachers. So here's one for you. He chose the forest round Vidlak Pond.
No, please!
It's too late for begging. You're for the noose. Scum.
What's new in the county, Master Bailiff?
I was just visited by one of the local peasants. He said he found more fresh graves behind his field.
I've seen those.
That we found someone buried here? Don't even ask. I've been digging up bodies ever since that bandit gang started, and that's about it.
That sounds interesting. Thank you. Great.
Hey there, youngster. It's good to see you again.
God grant you health.
Happenstance has thrust us together again.
So, what's it going to be this time?
If you can spare a while, I have another riddle for you. A trickier one this time. Hmm?
A harder riddle, you say? Let's hear it then.
That first riddle was just a test. Just to practice. How about a wager? To make it more interesting. Even a poor vagrant like me has to eat. What do you say?
Why not? I'm happy to bet.
Listen carefully. Once upon a time, there was a fool of a farmer. Family he had none, no stable boys either. So he talked to his animals instead. And, good man that he was, whenever he made a groschen or two, he shared it with them according to his own rules. Every hen in the coop was paid 5 groschen. Every bee in the hive, 15. And the spider in the loft bagged a full 20 groschen. And now you tell me, how much did the cat get?
Tell me the riddle again.
Once upon a time, there was a fool of a farmer. Family he had none, no stable boys either. So he talked to his animals instead. And, good man that he was, whenever he made a groschen or two, he shared it with them according to his own rules. Every hen in the coop was paid 5 groschen. Every bee in the hive, 15. And the spider in the loft bagged a full 20 groschen. And now you tell me, how much did the cat get?
$25 groschen.
No, that's not it. But don't dismay. Better luck next time.
Here's another camp, and I bet that fella can tell me something about it. Nice
There?
gamekeeper.
What does
He
it...
wants us.
Right, so...
You don't seem to. I didn't come here. You're going to live because we're going to. So here's. He chose the forest.
No,
It's too late. You're for the... I have to make a record in the Chronicle.
What's new in?
I was just visiting, he said.
I've seen those.
That we found... I've been digging up... And that's...
That sounds interesting.
Hey, you there! Please help me! I beg you, untie me! Thanks, Front. Help me! I've been robbed! They took everything!
Tell me more about this robbery.
I was ambushed by a band of thugs. 4 men. They beat the shit out of me, took what they could carry, and left me in nothing but my undergarments.
Well, be thankful they didn't murder you while they were at it.
True as that may be, they took all my wares. If I can't sell anything, I'll soon have nothing to live on myself.
I'll help you, as a good Christian should. What can I do for you?
God will repay you. If you have some spare clothing, or perhaps a few groschen, I'll take what you can give me. I'm not picky. Boots and hose would come in useful, though.
I'll find you something to wear. Here. Will that do?
Oh, definitely. Thank you. Thank you very much.
I'll give you some money. Buy what you need. Here you are. And guard it well.
Thank you.
That's all I can spare.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Here, mutt!
because it was pissing down.
All the more reason to leave it be, no?
Aye, but the weather had been stormy for a few days, so one of the branches snapped and fell off. Nothing happened to the noble, but it broke his horse's back.
And that pissed him off and he wants his revenge?
He complained to the bailiff, saying the oak's dangerous and has to go.
Christ, there'll be nothing nice left here at this rate.
Don't worry. When's the last time you saw the bailiff get anything done on time? That tree will still be here long after we're gone.
Greetings.
Where can I sleep?
You can stay in the stable, next to our lodge. Take care now.
Nice.
Ave Maria.
I'm sorry. Praise God.
Greetings to you.
I took care of that poacher. He's in the hands of the bailiff now.
Excellent. Who was this crook?
Some asshole pretending he was there picking garlic.
Lovely. Here's the reward I promised. And now I'll drink to it, I reckon. We can both have a little celebration. What do you say?
I think I'll leave that up to you. You've had more practice than me.
You're good.
Is there anything more I can help you with?
I don't need anything more from you.
And is there some other gamekeeper around?
Lad, the only proper gamekeeper around here is me. But Nabokov has a gamekeeper too. You could try him.
Uh-huh. And what's his name?
Varel, as in barrel. Go and see him.
Where does he live?
Close to Nabokov Mill. He's got a cottage on a hill and his eye on the surroundings. We're both having trouble with this. How to say it? This ghost. So it might be worth talking about if it's still troubling him.
Well, you got me curious. Thanks for the tip.
How can I help you?
I I'd like to learn something.
What do you want to know?
Well, I know how to shoot, but
Fine. But it'll take some time. What would you like?
I'd like to.
What is this about?
Do you have any?
Fine. But it'll take some time.
I'd like to.
What do you want to know?
Teach me how to sneak around without alerting my prey.
Thanks. I'll teach you one trick, but it'll take time to learn it.
Fuck! That dog wants to eat me!
Oh, I can't go any further. It's too deep. Here you go. Take it.
Greetings.
You silly doggy.
Didn't see that one coming, eh? What was that supposed to be? What's that? Was that you? Oh, never mind then. Stop all! I suppose it was nothing. Hey, fella! Stop off for a bit of chat.
I'm looking for the Takeoff blacksmith's cart. Have you seen it?
Loads of carts come past here. There's going to be a wedding, and they need supplies. Try asking Captain Gnarly. He keeps an eye on supplies. He'll probably be in the courtyard.
Thanks.
And watch yourself when you go into the courtyard.
Why?
We've got some wedding guests from Moravia. They're in pretty high spirits. It's still a while till the wedding, but them gents is already getting into the swing of things.
So I says to him, "No, father, I haven't been fornicating. I've just been loving my neighbour."
Hey! You alright there, laddie?
Oh, you should have seen him. He went as red as a cardinal's hat. Aye. Hey, servant, bring some wine.
Me? I'm not a servant.
Oh, I know. Old Serene is saving supplies for the wedding later. But you didn't need to bother your wee head about that.
Look, I'm not from here.
Oh. I didn't give a fuck what you fray. You speak our language, do you not?
Well, Yurko, seems to me this fella doesn't know how to behave toward his betters.
The old man's hired hands are lacking in manners. We'll soon fix that. Now you're gonna die!
Don't take any of his shite, Yurko.
What are you doing? Bad luck! Come on! Oh, you wee blasted!
What in the devil's name is fucking going on here?
What do you think's going on, Grandad? I'm teaching your people here how we do things.
Grandad?
Why, Grandad? An old captain like you probably still remember the flood.
True enough, Yurko. I am old. And I remember all sorts of things. Like you. When you were a little nipper running around here bare arse, with a ribbon in your hair, screaming out how you was Princess Sophie. Poor lad hadn't a moment's peace from his big sisters.
bit that way.
Who in God's name are you?
Henry. The Takeoff blacksmith sent me. Radovan.
Blacksmith, eh? Then you'll have some explaining to do. Come along and never mind that fool Yurko. Young Samin's getting married, so we has to put up with his kin from Moravia.
We'll be needing a dozen geese. And I must tell Vashek to get 3 pigs ready for slaughter. And the carters will have to be sent to Yechin to get at least a peck of poppy seed for cakes. And gingerbread spices. Oh, and wine, too. It's almost all gone, what we bought only last week.
Enter!
Sorry to intrude, sir. This is Henry, blacksmith Radovan's hand.
Oh, excellent. Dorothy, leave us now. Just make sure that there's plenty of everything so long as it doesn't cost too much.
But, sir...
Not another word! Leave us! So Radovan sent you alone. Who's going to unload it all? It's a whole cartload.
Yeah, Radovan sent me, sir, but not with the goods. The thing is, he's missing his cart, along with the carter in his hands.
What? But they never came here. Are you telling me they got lost?
Well, I couldn't tell you what happened to them, sir, but it's my job to find them.
There are all sorts of vermin roaming the countryside.
Oh, no
sir.
need to imagine the worst right off, gnarly. Anyway, I need the load from that cart, so saddle up your old nag and we'll ride out, Captain. I could do with a breath of fresh air. I've had it up to the eyeballs with counting geese and pies.
What about Henry here, sir?
Well, what about him?
We could use an extra pair of hands. You know how my shoulder's acting up. Yurko is shit-faced, and your son...
The older has work to do. All right, take Henry with you if you want. Just so long as he doesn't slow us down.
Thank you, sir.
So, lad, you going with us? I hope you're happy about it.
Yeah. I'll be glad to help you.
Oh, you reckon we can't manage on our own?
No. That's not how I meant it.
Take it easy, son. I'm only yanking your pizzle. So, do you know what to do? Or have you got any more questions?
Actually, there is something I'd like to ask about. This Yurko and his mates, who are they?
They're Lord Samin's kin. They're fine as long as they don't get too much booze inside them.
Only they're from Moravia, so they're never far from the booze.
But what can I tell you, lad? Each to himself. Besides, they stick with the family when push comes to shove. And you can't say that about everyone.
And you, sir? What is it you do?
Well, son, I wonder if I haven't made a mistake about you. If you haven't figured me out by now, you can't be very bright.
No, I just meant, what exactly is it you do for Lord Semin? And your name isn't exactly very common.
I'm the captain here, and I'm sure I don't have to tell you what a captain does. As for my name, it's a nickname Lord Samin's grandpa gave me. May he rest in peace. When I joined his service as a young fella, I took my gnarly club with me. Wouldn't use anything else. I was used to it. And more than once helped me to, well, win an argument. I broke many a hard skull with it. And it's still in one piece. We've been together so long, we even share the same name.
You're lucky you didn't turn out to be Captain Knob.
Or Captain Headcracker. You're right.
I'd like to go and see that wedding.
Wouldn't we all, lad? And what would you do there?
Well, I heard Lord von Burgov will be at the wedding, and I need to speak with him.
Son, I don't know if you're serious or yanking my pizzle. Anyways, you're Radovan's hand, ain't ya? He'll be coming to the wedding. He's making a wedding gift for the groom. Stick with him, and maybe he'll take you with him.
We should probably get going.
That we should. But it's getting pretty late. We need daylight for a search like that. Come back in the morning and we'll set out. If you want, stay here. You'll get a bit of grub in the kitchen and you can sleep in the barn.
God grant you health.
Good doggy. Good boy.
So, I went to see my brother and talk about the inheritance. But your father's still alive. The trolls... He gets this feeling that his time's nearly up. You get it often. Nearly all the time.
What's that?
God bless.
I'd rather die poor but young than to go through that.
Good day to you.
Greetings to you too.
Look what I have for you. Good boy. Good boy.
God bless.
Greetings to you, friend.